Why, hello there, and welcome back to my channel. Now, I'm hoping you guys can relate to me when it comes to really wanting that iconic cinema romance. I'm talking one that only a genius like George Lucas can write. I was just 6 years old when I developed my extremely unhealthy obsession with Anakin and Padme's relationship. I was gonna have everything they had, 100% secret, Lake Como elopement, and this man would be so obsessed and madly in love with me that he would kill younglings just to save my life. So today we're going to talk about why that's not good, and I wanted to look further into the pattern of romance in these films because George Lucas was the master at creating these complex yet iconic relationships using the idea of star-crossed lovers and opposites that have this beautiful blooming romance only to be destined for doom. Boring conversation anyway, but let the rant begin. I am not saving the best for last. We are starting off strong with Anakin and Padme because let's face it, the prequels are better. So in episode 1, we have Anakin, who's 9 years old, and we have Padme, who's 14. And he has infatuation with her from the start. He was just leaving his mother, and Padme was the only comforting female figure he had now. So it makes sense that from the start, he would be very attached to her. You normally think that after years of Jedi training, that would eventually go away, right? By the time we get to Attack of the Clones, they haven't seen each other for 10 years, and this dude says that he's thought about her every single day. Boy is down bad, and it is very obvious to everyone around him because he openly admits it. And so they decide, yeah, let's send him on a romantic getaway with his dream woman. That will fix everything. That's safe. No, but seriously, who sends a teenage boy on a mission to protect the girl he's been obsessed with the past 10 years and not expect them to fall in love or something crazy to go down? And maybe they just thought Padme was wiser and wouldn't encourage anything, which leads me to the next point, being that there is really no clear reasoning for why Padme falls in love with Anakin. She goes from calling him a little boy to kissing him in a matter of days. And it's also crazy how emotionally immature Anakin has proven himself to be right in front of Padme, but she still sees past that. Maybe it's the secrecy and being hidden away with a boy who's madly in love with you and can somewhat pull off that rat tail. Like, I get it, girl, I fell in love with him too, but I was 7. Would I do the same thing now? Probably. I think the biggest red flag in this whole situation is how he went and killed all the raiders. He killed the women and the children. Not only that, but the way he admits it to her.
I slaughtered them like animals. I hate them.
So her reaction is to say,
To be angry is to be human.
Padme, honey, he just admitted to killing women and children. Are you not the least bit concerned of where this could be heading? Let alone that this is a Jedi Knight who's supposed to bring justice and peace to the galaxy. Even Anakin knows better himself. Not only does Padme disregard the fact that he just committed mass murder, but she goes on to validate his feelings in a way that excuses his actions, saying, "Oh, you're human. It's fine. You killed people. You're angry. You're good." But even after this, Padme does seem to be trying to keep their relationship in check, and it's not till she thinks, oh, we're gonna die anyways, that she decides to tell him she loves him. I do have to admit, this is my favorite part of episode 2 because I just love love. And it's emotional because obviously they're about to die, and he's like, I thought that we decided not to fall in love. And she's like, I don't care because I can't die not telling you that I love you. It's so beautiful, and I could rant about that all day, but yeah, favorite part. So little did Padme know that that would bite her in the caboose because they didn't die. So Padme, what are you gonna do now? Because you just confessed your love to a psycho killer who kills women and children. And also Jedi code, attachments not allowed. Oh, you're getting married. That's healthy. And if you're wondering how that marriage went, well, let's take a look at the Clone Wars. I can't say their marriage went too well. Anakin is so controlling, and with the Clovis thing, yeah, I get it, go ahead, beat him up. But then there's that one scene where he's like, as your husband, I demand you.
As your husband, I demand that you tell the Chancellor you are stepping down.
Demand?
Annie boy, you need to kind of chill out and let this woman do her job. There are many fights between the two, and it gets to the point where Padme admits she's unhappy and does not feel safe, so she puts a pause on their marriage. Her reasoning for this is that she was right at the beginning and starting a relationship would be a terrible mistake and they're living off lies and deception. I also want to point out how she's wearing the same exact outfit as episode 2 when she first rejected Anakin. Now she's kind of putting their marriage on a pause in that same outfit. I don't know, I think Padme just really likes to be confident while she's breaking hearts. Anyway, her instincts were right because she's clearly unhappy in this marriage. So what happens next? Padme's pregnant. Midichlorians, you know, they like to sneak in there. They get through. They get what they want. And yes, while there's no underwear in space, there is apparently birth control. So I don't really know what their strategy was here. Anyways, we get the really romantic scene where she's like, Anakin, I'm pregnant. And what does he say? Oh yeah, we'll worry about it later. Right now, I just want to enjoy this moment. And after that, we don't really know what their plan was. We know that Padme wants to go back to Naboo to have their babies. And we also know Obi-Wan knows she's pregnant. So does everyone else know? It's confusing, but Anakin starts having dreams of Padme's death as he did with his mother. And so clearly he's gonna obsess over it because, well, he's obsessed with her and is relying on her for emotional support that the Jedi don't give him. And when he goes to the Jedi for help, Yoda just says, hey, detach yourself from what you're holding on to. You can't really do that in a marriage. That's pretty bad advice, and Anakin definitely thinks so too. It's gotta be a big part of why he dislikes the Jedi so much. So his obsession with Padme eventually leads him to the dark side, where he realizes he can do more than just save Padme, but create the system that he thinks the galaxy needs. Big thing here is he fails to communicate that with her. He's already told her that he killed off a whole tribe of women and children, yet he can't come clean to seeing Palpatine and his master plan to save her life. So when she goes to stop him, he gets that same creepy look as before, and he's basically telling her that they can finally have a good life, and Obi-Wan lied to her, the Jedi are evil, and Padme is saying we can still run away, we can still go raise our children, which is weird. Why would you want him back? He just killed a bunch of children, but now he's blinded by power that he's in a way choosing it over her. Also, does he realize what position he'd be putting his children in? Does he even realize he's having a child? He wants Padme by his side, supporting and comforting him more than he wants her happy and safe, and she can't be that for him. This is just all sorts of wrong. And when he sees that Obi's there, his instant reaction is to choke her and call her a liar. After this, he still thinks he has her, and he's not gonna let the Jedi turn her against him. Dude, you just choked her. Do you think she's gonna give you another chance? Probably not, even though she did so many more times. Even after you killed younglings, she gave you another chance. I guess it doesn't matter because she's dead. Overall, this relationship is just a big show, as George Lucas definitely intended it to be. And now that I see the red flags in them, I'm gonna try my best not to idolize the pair. Yeah, Padme should have used her brain a bit more, but like I mentioned, she did set boundaries till she thought that they were about to get slaughtered in front of everyone, so it does make sense. But they didn't have to go and get married. Also, Anakin, he needed to chill the out. He's just a little creepy and icky. But what we can take away from this relationship is, even when it may seem super romantic and you're two doomed souls forced to live a loveless life, let's not let our hearts do all the thinking. And when someone tells you that they killed people, let's take a step back and distance ourselves. So we're not done. We got another couple to discuss. This couple is less much problematic in the way that no one's going off and killing people on Tatooine. Let me rephrase that. No one's committing mass genocide of women and children. Han and Leia are far less awkward and ethically questionable than Anakin and Padme. Okay, but she didn't know that that was her brother, so that doesn't count. This couple is the OG. They're the ones mom and dad grew up on, and probably the reason why they're always constantly arguing. But they're hilarious and they're iconic. And as much as I would love to spend this whole video hyping these two, we're here to talk about the bad, and I gotta stick to that. This relationship is also built around the whole idea that opposites attract, putting a smuggler together with a political leader. Someone who probably has little to no respect for a person in her position because his ego is just through the roof. When Han first hears about Leia, his first impression is rich princess needing saving who can give me money. And when they meet, they instantly start beefing. This man was rage baiting the hell out of her and literally being sexist.
Just avoid any more female advice. We gotta be able to get out of here. Well, let's get moving.
He's a jerk and he thinks very little of her. But my girl don't put up with that. Leia puts a man in his place. So we find out pretty early that Han's into her, but the way he goes about it is a little bit questionable when it comes to boundaries.
Stop that.
Stop what?
Stop that. My hands are dirty.
My hands are dirty too. What are you afraid of?
Afraid?
You're trembling.
I'm not trembling.
You like me because I'm a scoundrel. There aren't enough scoundrels in your life.
I happen to like nice men.
Nice man.
Very kind.
Now, this is actually an amazing scene. It shows both their characters very well. The red flag, though, is she's turned him down so many times here and has told him to stop, but he completely disregards that. I think it was pretty smooth, but in terms of a healthy relationship, let's not do that. Also, the fact that she was 19 and he's in his 30s, maybe we shouldn't be coming onto a teenager that aggressively. It's just a little creepy. Another thing to be pointed out here is that it's not just Han Solo trying to play it cool and guard his ego, because Leia has a big ego of her own. In this relationship, there's that dynamic where both people don't want to reveal their feelings and are in denial. Han has feelings, so he's constantly teasing her, saying that she likes him, while Leia's reaction is to deny it and go as far as kissing her brother in front of him to prove her point. Eventually, she does crack her shell and tells him that she loves him.
I love you.
We all know where this is heading. I know. At that point, no, I'd take it back. Go ahead and you can kill him. He's dead to me. There's no winning with him. Just give up. They eventually get their happy ending, but I don't know how happy it was because their son did turn to the dark side, and a lot of things can be blamed on parenting, so I don't think that they were good parents. I just don't think they're a good match at all. Now for the screen, perfect, hilarious, I love them. Realistically, if I was besties with Leia, I'd say, girl, you can do so much better than that thing. He's gonna be old soon anyway and wrinkly. There's plenty of hotter, younger, more respectable men in the galaxy. Let's explore our options here. You know, he's a fun time, but I don't know if he's a long time, and you made him a long time, and now he's dead because his son hated him so much that he killed him for you. That's the way of putting it. I actually really do like Leia and Han Solo though, so don't think that I'm a hater. I love them. I'm just pointing out the red flags. Don't come at me. This next couple, I don't even want to call them a couple. My man Adam Driver deserves so much better to be kissing some random Skywalker wannabe. Where even is the chemistry? It makes no sense. Like, at least put her with Finn. That actually makes sense. That is all I'm saying on that couple, because in my opinion, it doesn't even count. It's not even Star Wars. Anyway, thank you so much for sticking around for this rant. I really have been wanting to make this video for so long because I'm like rewatching the prequels and the original trilogy, and I'm like, bro, how did they let this slide? Like, what is with these women accepting such poor treatment from their men, and how is like this is being idolized? Because I idolize it. I love Anakin and Padme. I love Han Solo and Leia. But at the same time, I would just hate to be in their shoes. But yeah, I had a lot of fun making my last Star Wars video, and a lot of people watched it. A lot of people liked it. So I was like, you know what? I'm making another Star Wars video. And what's funny is this video was actually going to be my first Star Wars video, and then I kind of changed it to the Woman Killed Star Wars one. Before I was like, who's gonna watch this? No one's gonna want to see me hate on their favorite couples. But yeah, for all my new subscribers from that video, thank you so much. I really love just ranting about Star Wars, even to my friends. Like, they have to tell me, Alex, shut up. So the fact that I have people to do it to now, awesome. With that said, thank you for listening to this rant. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you next time. Bye.